Evening all, and we are back to the third course of every week, which is beginner keyboard training and theory. So my timer started is exactly 15 minutes, 15 seconds, sorry, and now we are about to continue from where we stopped last week, which is the major scale, right? And I termed it that day, is it do idea or something quite interesting. But yes, we want to pick up from there. And now in the video we just posted about the new features, it will do you well to listen carefully in all of these videos, because all of these things I'm saying, you will see me apply them in church on Sunday, Sounducation Sunday. All right. So we talked about the major scale, right? Right, all of you are familiar with that, and I basically analyzed how important it is. So I want to go a bit further on that and teach you exactly how this skill works. Now, if you in our basic music theory, we're going to talk about something we call tones and semitones. Now, the entire keyboard is divided into tones and semitones, right? In music, like I think I taught, there are 12 major divisions of notes. That is A sharp or B flat, B, C, like that, up to A. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no, 12, right? So each of these notes, like this, every two, I'll say, adjacent notes on the keyboard are a semitone apart. I'll say that again. Not every two keys in terms of white. No, I'm saying that every note, every key, the closest key to it is a semitone from it, right? So this, all of this is just me changing each note by a semitone, right? So I am going to use this idea to get your mind familiar around this idea of what we call chromaticism, or moving in semitone. Chromaticism basically means moving in the smallest available division you have, which in this case is in semitone. So a chromatic scale has only semitone intervals in it. Remember, an interval is the distance between two notes, right? So these two notes have an interval of one semitone. These two notes, two semitone. These two notes, two semitones. So if I go up the scale, just changing semitones, it becomes the chromatic scale, right? I don't think that's difficult to idea. A chromatic scale is just basically a note that every two notes, this formula is just changed by a semitone. And what a formula is, right? That if you did math in secondary school or university, it taught about sequences, right, and series, where they say, okay, fine, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like that. They'll now ask you, okay, fine, what is the next number, right? You'll probably say 13 because you're like, oh, I'm just adding 2, right? What you are doing there is basically you have found the formula that applies, right? Okay, what if I say 2, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, right? It is still a sequence, but you see that the pattern has changed. The pattern is from 2 to 5, that's 3, right? From 5 to 7, that's 2. From 7 to 10, that's 3. From 10 to 12, that's 2. So I'm basically just alternating 2, 3, 2, 3, like that, right? So every scale in music has something similar to that in terms of tones and semitones, right? Remember, a tone is equal to two semitones. A semitone is just the smallest interval we have, right? So the chromatic scale is just basically like adding a semitone to every note you are on. From here, semitone, 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 just like that, right? Then for the major scale, it has a certain formula that it follows to give you that tonality. You know that, right? That thing. You know how it sounds when you hear it. You just know it's the major scale. There's a particular tonal formula that you follow together, and it's as simple as anything. The easiest place to know where it comes from is if you look at the C major scale. That's where this lesson ties to last week's one. Right? The C major scale is the easiest way to find a major scale because every note in it is part of the major scale, the C major scale. Right? So you just keep on going up. You just see that it just keeps on going quite easily, right? But what you're having here is that if you look very closely, let's take this thing. You see that if I'm starting from this note, the next note is actually this one. Yes? But I skip it and go here. Right? So that's why it's not right. So right, same thing for here, right? Right, sorry, some of the keys are not working. Interesting, right? Right, so you can see in this case I skipped the notes in between and added two semitones. So the tonal distance between these two notes is what? One tone or two semitones. So from here to get here, I add one tone. To get here, I add one tone. Now between these two notes, you see that there's no black key in between. So it means that this note and this note are a semitone apart. Hence, no black key in between. So it is tone, tone, semitone, then tone, 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 semitone. Right? Easy and short. Tone, start from here. So the next one is this: tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Right? That is your major scale. Right? So let's try a different key and find out if it works the same way. Remember, it is tone, 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 semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So let's try and apply that formula anywhere else. Let's move here. Right? So I'm looking for a tone, right? Tone, tone, semitone. So tone. So you look for skip on tone. So tone, 1, 2, tone. The third one is a semitone. So semitone, right? Then tone, then tone, then tone, then tone. So semitone, right? So starting from here, count a tone. That is count two semitones. 1, 2. Count two semitones. 1, 2. The third one has just one semitone. So one semitone. Then then tone, then tone, then tone, then semitone. So all together, using that same formula: tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Right? Sorry, it's raining right now, so there's a kind of a racket outside. All right, so that is it. Let's try a different key, right? Let's start from here, right? So tone, 1, 2. Tone, then semitone, then tone, then tone, then tone, then semitone. Same thing. So it means that with this formula, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. You can play the major scale anywhere on the keyboard you want. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Remember, the first note is your starting point. So the first tone in your formula is for the second note to get to the second note. So if we are starting here, tone, it is to get to 2. To get to 3 is a tone. To get to 4 is a semitone. To get to 5 is a tone. To get to 6 is a tone. To get to 7 is a tone. To get to 1 again is a semitone. Yeah. Right. So what this is going to do for you is that write down this formula. Remember, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. That is the major scale formula, and I want you to practice on your keyboard app, getting that tone, that major scale tonality down in terms of how it sounds. So practice on all keys. Try and start from any other keys, right? So, all right. So, it's getting a bit noisy now. So, this is where I will give you the assignment to go find more about it and get it down. All right. Thanks for attending the lesson. I'll see you next time.